What's going on, people? So it's that time of the year. Well, that time of the, yeah, I guess it is part of the year, right? Every 3 months I do this, right? So that time of the year just comes up, like 4 times a year. So it's weird. But either way, quarterly pickup things, right? Let's go ahead and talk about that. But of course, first I like to lead off with the thing that you don't see here because I don't buy stuff just for myself. That'd be a little weird, wouldn't it? Some of you probably out there are living like that, and that's fine. Live your life however you want to live it. It's your life. Do what you do. And that just doesn't work for me, right? So we're different in that way. It happens. So here's the thing. Let's see. Let's think. Okay, so the Lover's Only New Balance, the 2002 R. I picked up 2 pairs of those for mom and dad, right? Little known fact, they actually met here in Virginia, so got them a pair for their anniversary. They liked them a whole lot. Wore them, I believe, like the next weekend or something. Either way, so moving on from that, also picked up another pair of those because I had picked up one for someone else like in a 5, and that wasn't the right choice apparently, so 4.5, and so that was kind of another purchase in a way, exchange, however you want to look at it, something that happened, so I bring it up. Let's see, also for my 2 aunts back in Iowa, a couple pairs of Asics, got one of them a Nova Blast 3 trail shoe because she does a little more outside stuff, And then for the other one, I got her the Nimbus 25 in some kind of papaya type of colorway. So that was the one she wanted. She looked at all the ones they had and like, this is the one, Tristan. This is the one. So that happened. And also, as far as Iowa things go, for one of my younger cousins, actually all of my cousins are younger except the one. But either way, so for one of my cousins, got him a pair of the winterized Jordan 6 rings, right? The wheat colored pair. Because last year I got him the Jordan 9 boot, right? Because, it's Iowa. When you're living the Iowa life and you're walking around a lot in the winter, you want some shoes made for it. So got those for him. Figured since the 9s are in the black color and they probably still got some life in them, maybe I'll get him something new, but in a different color so that way you can kind of, switch it up a little bit. So that's what happened as far as like stuff that isn't here, but now we can talk about the stuff that is here, right? Stack number 1, let's go ahead and get on into this, right? There's not a whole lot here, so I feel like I can talk a little bit more and it not drag on. Because in the past, I've done these things with like 20 pairs of shoes and it's just ridiculous. So here we go. This right here is the Spider-Man 2, like from the video game, the Adidas Ultra 4D Advanced. Still not sure what advanced means, but I also don't care. So that's probably why I still don't know. But either way, pick these up. There's a story behind why I picked them up other than just liking them. And so you can watch the video. It's not up yet, but it should be up by the time you see this, right? I've been doing a lot of editing. And when I say a lot, I mean like in the last month, right? Yeah, in the last month I've done about 40 reviews, like calendar days, like 30 days or something. So yeah, it's been a lot. I recorded them over the last span of like the year, but all the editing has been all lately. So let's see what's going on in here. Alright, I had to do all this work to get into this box, and then when I get into the box, it's not even something that I really care to talk about. This is the Jordan 12 in the cherry colorway, which, I don't know what it is, but like, I keep hoping that like I'm going to look at these and then they're going to like look better, and then they keep looking the same or worse. So I don't know, it's just one of those things. So we're just going to move on. Why be negative, right? Also, normally I like record these things after the quarter has ended, but it's December 30th. I don't see myself buying anything in the next 2 days, so let's just knock it out now. You know what I'm saying? And this is going to be the Gratitude 11s, right? I put up a quick video about these, and it got like all the attention, and that, I know some people want that, but like I'm not an attention guy, so it was just like borderline annoying more than anything. And it's like all the comments were just like all the same thing about how these are easier to clean than the Concords. It's like, who cares? Like, how dirty are you that you are basing your whole thing on the cleanliness factor, I like mesh because it's just, lighter and more breathable. And that's kind of it for me. But yeah, the Gratitude 11, not bad. I'm not going to sit here and complain about them like they're terrible. But I'm not going to sit here and act like they're anything above like okay either. This is personal opinion and all that stuff. But yeah, so there's that. So that's stack number 1. Pretty straightforward. Move on to number 2. Let's see. This. Oh, yes. Now this. I'm going to take both of these out because, like, they deserve it. Those other things all look the same. These, not so much. Because this is the Hello Rockview Less Than Jake, right? You see it's got the Hello Rockview on the side, the Less Than Jake album. So that's the cover and all that stuff. It says it on the back, too, if you need the branding to remind you what this is. Either way, so these right here, they made, what, 325 pairs? For whatever reason, I'm not sure the significance of that number. I was able to get one on account of, you know, being, I guess, quick, or at least just paying attention, because they were in stock for like a while, because I saw people on the site, like on their Instagram accounts and stuff, replying to the pictures and saying, oh man, like, it's sold out so fast. I guess like that kind of stuff, like it may have sold out, but it wasn't as fast as like other shoes, other like popular ones. So I guess if you're in that world, you only know so much about how those things can go. And if they knew how the rest of the world goes when it comes to like bigger shoe releases, they would not have been complaining. This right here is the Air Max 1 SC in the Noise Aqua colorway. I saw these some time ago, really wanted them. Big fan of the Air Max 1, you know what I'm saying? I'm even wearing a pair of Air Max 1 slides right now. But yeah, saw these, really wanted them, and I was like, it's an Air Max 1. They made a million of them. They'll drop down in price. I'm not going to fall into that whole Hirachi trap I fell into a while ago. And then they did. Not only did they drop in price, they dropped even lower than I expected, thanks to Lapstone and Hammer with some kind of Black Friday something or other. So I think it was like 110 when it was all said and done. 108 maybe. Not bad at all. And I really like them. So yay for me. And yay for my bank account for not getting a kick in the teeth. You know, being able to save some dollars here and there, right? Now, moving on, last in that little stack, we have this right here, the Jordan 8 Winterized in the Gunsmoke colorway, right? Now, I had considered getting that cousin of mine a pair of these, but then I saw those and just like the timing, I was like, I'm just going to do this because it's just easier, right? I can just have these shipped right there to them and all that stuff and be done with it. But these, I don't really need winter shoes out here in Virginia, but when I go back to Iowa and stuff, they can be handy. So I don't know when I'm going to break these out, but I'm looking forward to it because I do like 8s. They're not all like high on my Jordan. Well, I guess I don't like most Jordans a whole lot, but I do like the 8s. So I guess maybe they are high on my Jordan list. But either way, I like the 8 design. It goes against most things that I'm into because it's kind of a bulky thing and all these extra straps and whatnot. But for some reason, it's just kind of cool. I don't know. So I saw these and I was like, I want those. Whenever those happen, I need to be there to get them. And then that's what happened, obviously, because I'm here talking about them. There's also a review on those too. At some point, it'll be live. Number 3. Stack number 3, that is. So, what's going on in here, huh? Well, glad you asked. This is going to be the Spider-Man Air Max Plus, right? Now, it's not like an official tie-in like those Adidas shoes I had a second ago. But, you know, they do the colorway to match the movie and all that stuff, right? I get it, you know, it's cool. I saw these, liked them, bought them, and that's mostly the end of the story. There's a little bit more to it, a little more details and stuff, because it wasn't so cut and dry. But that's why I did a review, so I could talk about all those things. Now I'm just giving you a quick recap, letting you know that I have them, right? And isn't that all that really matters in the end? Also, I mean, it's been not as long as like the last Air Max 1, but it's been a while since the last Air Max Plus. So, you know, it felt like it was time to get another one, you know? Again, I have enough that I don't really need more, but like if you really like a certain thing, it's hard to not want to buy more. Beavis and Buttheads are up next, obviously. You can kind of tell that, right? Okay, so let's see what we got going on in here. Well, I mean, obviously we know because I just said it. But there you go. Get these little things out there, right? You got the little lace things hanging around. Got the this sucks and stuff, right? Beavis and Butthead shoes, everybody. Now, also, I did the review and said some things about how I really liked them and blah, blah, blah. I liked them so much that I did, in fact, go back and buy a second pair, and it is hanging out at Mom's house because that's where my second pair of shoes go. Having 2 pairs here, what sense is that, right? At least in my opinion. Because, like, I'm only the one guy, but down there, I like to have options when I get down there and have, decide to go through all that stuff and see what all I have left. And last, certainly not least, this right here, right? Now this may not, well, let me tell you what it is. Ultra Boost 2, Lady Liberty, or Antique Brass colorway. Depends on who you ask, I guess. Now, this isn't like my Grail shoe. We all know what that is now, don't we? But this is like the next one up. You know what I'm saying? Like if that didn't exist, I guess, like this would probably have been it. So I've been wanting these for about 5 years now. Actually, yeah, probably exactly 5 years because of the timing of the release and such. But either way, I wanted these for a long while. Kind of just forgot about looking for them and all that stuff because the prices had kind of, there was like 2 pair and they were like super high. And I was like, okay, so maybe I just missed my window on these and like nobody has any anymore or whatever. So whatever, but I had a bid out there for a while and it was eventually picked up, so yay for that. And so now I have these, and I will say, were they worth the wait? In my opinion, they were, because like I really like the way they came out. I'm not going to oversell them because I mean, it's not something to oversell because, I don't think everybody's going to be drawn to them like I was, right? But I have my own interests. They're a little weird and a little off the standard of like a lot of other people or whatever. I just like what I like, and so then that's the stuff that I get kind of excited about, So, like even those Gratitude 11s that everybody's worked up, if I could only have those or these Beavis and Buttheads, yeah, I'm taking the Beavis and Buttheads easily. So there we go. Covered everything. Now I need to go and do some minor... Actually, do I have to edit this? I don't know. Maybe I don't. I can probably get away with not editing it, I think. Well, you'll find out when you watch it, I guess. From me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I think I'm done for today as far as recording things. I can't see any other reason to sit in front of a camera again. But I do have 2 last edits to knock out, and then everything will be done. Finally. It's finally happening. Later, people.